Hey y'all, what's going on? Ooh, Velda here, Duke Girl here, everybody here a little bit. Okay, we got Kim folks here. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Y'all hit the like button and please get comfortable. 1 second, y'all, 1 second. Because I got the camera on because I want to show y'all something. Hold on. Y'all come on. Y'all come in, come in, come in. Get comfortable, please. Hit the like button. Throw your like number in the chat. Get comfortable. I'm happy to see y'all. We got to gossip a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. I am hurting. Okay, so I'm telling y'all ahead of time. Okay, I might not hang as long as I normally would, but we got to talk. We got to talk about what's going on, child. Miss Tina Lawson and had not Lawson no more. She Tina knows again. She something to say about the people talking about her child online. She got my attention. I said, well, if for no other reason, we got to talk because she fell away, and as a mother, I could actually feel her. So we're gonna talk about that. Young Thug trial is taking. Of course, we gotta have a little chat about the RHOP crap. I hate to even talk about it because it's so ugly and nasty right now, but things have gotten so bad, and I'm just like, I'm starting to see that RHOP is a problem. It's a big problem. Also, little quick, little slight conversation about T.I. and his child, his baby, Lil King. We got to have a little talk about this child of theirs, him and Tiny's baby, okay? And some of the things that have surfaced online and some of the things folks been saying and everything like that. So we're gonna address that stuff too. And let me greet who's here, if y'all don't mind. We got Vita from Denver, y'all, and she number one. Thank you, Vita. Jackie Gaines in the house. Hey, sis, thank you for being number two. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Yvette is here. Thank you for being like number four. We got Patricia Robinson in the chat. This is number 7. We so glad to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate y'all. Angela Davis. Hey, girl. All right, like number 11, Queen of Hearts KS says she number 10. Hey, how are you? Rochelle. Hey, sis. Thank you for being like number 12. We love you. We glad you're here. Quiet Storm 87 in the house. What up, girl? How you doing? Thank you for being like number 14. Michael Alexander. Kinfolk, what's going on? It's good to see you. It is. Always and forever. Catherine Bennett in the house, like number 15, and we appreciate you. We do. I do. How you doing? I'm over here hurting. Ooh. Hey, I'm going through one of our newest little sisters. We love you. We glad you made it. Good to see you. Morgan's Musings is in the house. What up, sis? So glad to see you. Miss Sparkle is here. Yes, she is, y'all. Our resident Mary Kay lady. She says she gonna be right back. But happy to be happy, girl. We happy you made it. We are. All right. You hit it the same time she did. Okay. I love it. All right. Velda Sorrentino. What up, sis? How you doing? It's so good to see you. Nacho Twins mama is in the house. Good evening. Thank you for being like number 22. Dana Brown, thank you for being like number 21. I appreciate it. Cool Gamer is here. Always cool. Always in the doggone building. I appreciate you, honey. Yes, Leah is here. Hey, sis. Yes, thank you for being like number 28. Vita, I just ate, literally. Before I got on here live with y'all, I literally just ate some food. So yes, I did, and thank you for checking to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Legina the Jackson is like number 12. Hey sis, I'm always glad to see you. We don't get to see you all the time. We love you. We love you. It's our little princess with a puppy. How you doing? Thank you for being like number 32. This my girl. This my girl Tip. Is that Tip? Yep, like number 30. Thank you for being here, sis. We got my boo, Lel in the house. What's going down? DS, yo crazy tail. I'm so glad you're here and we love you. Y'all, Nacho Twins Mom is reminding y'all to hit that like button. Okay, okay. All right. Alita is back from the holiday. We glad you're here, girl. Driving and listening, huh? I know that's right. Be careful with the driving part. Be careful with the driving part. Always glad to see Dana Brown and always glad to see Dana Cutler. I like when the Danas are in the house. Hey girl, Miss Steelers Nation, thank you for being like number 40. I appreciate you. Yes, I do need some BC powders because I don't have none right now. I don't even know how I let myself run out of BC powders, but I am like hurting in real life. Like I'm not even playing with y'all. Like I'm really hurting. But it's better to gossip and laugh and take your mind off it than to be paying attention to it and dwelling on the fact that you actually hurting. BB, hey BB, thank you for being like number 46. DH in the house. Hey, how you doing? I miss you when you're not here. So look, I ain't finna keep the camera on because, like I said, I am. I've been feeling kind of crazy, like off and on for a couple of weeks, but this is just like lady pain. Some of y'all know what I mean with, lady pain. You understand? And it's real, uncomfortable. But I want y'all to see something. And I promise you, I'm going to turn the camera off. Y'all are not going to be forced to look at all this right here that's happening. I'm going to put all this away. 1 minute. But I need y'all to see something, right? My dear sis, love my dogs too. Y'all know she be in the chat sometime, but a lot of times she can't make it. Hey, D. Seratinas. So a lot of times love my dogs too can't make it. But let me show y'all something. What she had got me, okay? It was on my wish list, but I really had just put it there because I didn't think nobody was going to get it. Y'all know me. I put little cheap, easy stuff just so people can show love and they're not getting caught up in all the minutia on YouTube with super chat this, super chat that. Like that's cool and I appreciate that support. But it's the little things for me. But y'all got to see this. So like, look. It's so nice. It is a calligraphy set. And y'all know how I love pens and notebooks and paper and anything to do with stationery. Like I'm all the way invested in love to death. Y'all, the set comes with a quill pen that I can dip in the ink. Girl, y'all, I got me a whole ink well that I can dip in and write. Okay. That's not all. It comes with wax melts so that I can melt my own wax and pour and seal my envelopes. Like I'm going to be so bougie. I feel like I want to write somebody a letter and send it by ship to the other side of the ocean. Got a nice little seal so that I can stamp my envelopes after I pour my wax. Hey, Edna Crowder. You be in the bushes. Legina, isn't that nice of her? I was like, oh, my sister is so sweet. Look, the pen has different tips or whatever, so I ain't going to bore y'all with that. But it comes with a cute little letter opener. Yes, I got the nice letter opener. It's just so nice. I was like, my sister is the sweetest. Hey, Clyde Jones. Like, oh my gosh. So I know she probably sleep because she goes to bed early because she gets up super early. And she is one of our California girls. And y'all know y'all's time is way different from ours, and some of y'all get up early for work and stuff like that. But I know she does catch us on replay, so I wanted to specifically say to love my dogs too. Thank you. That was so sweet, and it lifted my spirits big time. Okay. So I'm gonna kill the camera so y'all don't have to be looking at me over here wincing and cringing in pain and stuff. So we can gossip in peace. Cause you can't gossip in peace. You looking at somebody, they constantly wincing and grabbing themselves and doing all this stuff. So I'm like, let me just, I ain't gonna scare y'all today with how I'm looking. We're gonna go and kill that camera. We're gonna keep it simple. Is this my Dolce? Hey Dolce. Yes, it's such a sweet gift. It's so thoughtful too. Because everybody knows I like to write things down. Y'all know when I review y'all shows, I got notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks of show notes, and even like Bible study. I got notebooks full of Bible study notes. I got notebooks full of meeting notes. I got notebooks full of everything. So I love to write things. I love a beautiful pen. I can honestly say that's my very first quill pen. I've never had, like, with the feather, like the quill pen, never had one of those. And this is my very first time having the ability to like pour the wax and like seal an envelope. So I feel like I need to write a letter to somebody who's off at war overseas and send the letter by boat or by like a carrier pigeon or something. I don't know. I don't know. So I just wanted to say thank you because that was so cool. Plus, y'all just had to see that. It is the most adorable gift that I have gotten in a long, long time. That was everything. Oh, thank you, Dana. Y'all so sweet. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. And listen, don't forget that engagement button on the bottom right-hand side. It's a circle with the emoji in it. That way you can send the bubbles up, let the people know y'all in here. Okay, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And even if you think you subscribed and you don't normally talk in the chat, you might not know that they have unsubscribed you. So always double check, make sure they didn't take it back. And if this is your first time here, your first time live, put FTL or first time live in the chat so we can welcome you, because everybody, and I do mean everybody, is welcome. Y'all know the rules. We keep the conversation on the celebrities, the people who are in the stories, not on each other. Hey, DM Rocks, what's cracking? Good to see you. Hey, Miss Nisi. And if we disagree on something, that's cool. Always remember to agree to disagree respectfully. Okay, tongue and teeth fall out, kin folks don't. And if you want to join the royal family and be a part of this community, the the most warm, the most loving family in all of YouTube, the only real family on YouTube. Join. There's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. And I guarantee you will be welcome here. Okay, this is where we gossip and act like family for show. So make sure if you want to join us, please go ahead and do that. I promise you, we will be happy to have you. Hey, Shani, thank you for being like number 57. I'm glad you made it. You just in time. You are just in time. So look, y'all, I didn't put Hazel E in my thumbnail for lots of reasons. Okay. One of which being we don't want to look at her that much. But y'all, something going on with Hazel E. Something going on. Some of y'all call her Nasal E. Some say Hazel E. Y'all know she was on Love and Hip Hop LA, I think, or Hollywood, or whatever you call it. I never watched that franchise. I think I saw, I know for a fact I saw some clips here and there. Okay. And whatnot. But, honey, now, some of y'all know that, we talked about the fact that she went over there to Tasha K and started telling lies. And y'all know I do not understand, nor can I explain why whenever somebody got a lie to tell, they call Tasha K. Now, that's starting to look a little suspicious. I don't know whether they're trying to set her up so that way if they get caught telling lies, they could blame her for it. I don't know what they're doing. But everybody, when they got a lie to tell, they call Tasha. So she went over there. First off, she went to line. Hey, generous soul, thank you for being like number 60, sis. Good evening, good evening. Trina Taylor in the house. Hey. She said happy Taco Tuesday. Okay. So look, so she went over there, and we talked about her telling that lie about Masika jumped Gucci Mane, and I'm like, child, please, ain't you not finna tell me that that girl jumped Gucci, and Gucci ain't beat her half to death. You not finna convince me of that. Okay, Trina, thank you for being like number 62. So I said, okay, so we got that ironed out. We know you're not telling the truth. We just don't know why you told that lie. So then she did this whole thing with with little Bell Callis, Bell Callis, or Bell, however you say her name. Y'all call her Cardi. Anyway, and so she went off on her, and Cardi didn't pay her no attention. But then her sister ripped her to shreds, reminded her that her baby daddy went and posted online and said that he thanked God that his daughter don't look like her, which he did. Y'all know we talked about him for that, because I thought that was real mean that he gonna point out talking about she ugly and he glad the baby don't look like her. I thought that was real rough of him to do to that girl. And right, Legina, that story about Gucci, it did sound ridiculous. Who else was with her? Security, right? Who was gonna help her jump Gucci? Like, girl, please. And we talking about old Gucci before he went to prison. Y'all know that man wasn't going for that. No kind of way. But so she did the whole thing with her. And like I say, Cardi's sister decided, because Cardi ain't say nothing to her. Her sister told about the man, talking about he was glad that the baby didn't look like her because she ugly, and reminded her that she trying to beef with somebody who was 8 years old when she was 20. Reminded her that she bought her own ring and the man still ran off. Reminded her that her body looked like a seal. I mean, she reminded her of a great many things. It was embarrassing, to say the least, y'all. It was embarrassing. And then it went a step further, y'all. Rolling Ray then decided to put the cherry on top of this nasty Sunday. Talking about people, and he actually said, talking about Masika. And I'm gonna let y'all hear him. I don't know whether y'all can make out what he's saying. Y'all know Rolling Ray tongue is a little heavy, but I'm gonna still let you hear it for yourselves. I don't want to try to, when things have been clearly said, then it's easier for me. Um, okay, but then it's easier for me to paraphrase. It's not so easy for me to paraphrase when it comes to Rolling Ray, because for obvious reasons, he says things in a particular sort of way that I think it would only be fitting if he speaks for himself. I don't know that it's great if I try to speak for Rolling Ray. Y'all understand? Y'all understand? So I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourselves, okay? Because this is what Rolling Ray had to say about Hazel E, and I want y'all to just say a little prayer for, because something ain't right with what's going on with Hazel.
That bitch, Hazel E, is broke as shit. She's a broke ass bitch. Oh, yeah. She's running around talking about Cardi B, talking about Masika, talking about Megan Thee Stallion, talking about Girl Marie, and all these girls. But she ain't talking about how she's broke, how she stole $2,000 from me. Or $2,000. Yeah. I gave her $2,000 to record a song a few months ago. Oh, yeah. Stop playing so much, Hazel E. Oh, what's wrong? So 1K was for her daughter's fee, for her daughter Ava, to put her in daycare, yeah. And the other 1K was for her fee, just to give her the money, I guess, for her, her time, or whatever the case may be. Cool. Soon as she told me how much it was, I skipped it over like it was nothing, Miss Motherfucking Muffin. Oh, a few weeks later, I started seeing her defending Tory Lanez. So I was thinking to myself, how am I going to work with someone who is defending Tory Lanez and I actually rock with Megan Thee Stallion? Oh, that's not a good look for me, my brand, or for me at all, or for Hazel E for that matter. So I spoke with myself, and I was like, oh, Rolling Ray, I think it's given. I don't want to do this song with her. Mind you, I never sent her the beat. Oh, I never sent her the song. I never sent her nothing pertaining to the song. All I did was send her the money. Or she never even arranged. I never gave her a date to record. She never even set up the daycare for her daughter. Oh, so I texted her and I was like, you know what, Hazel E, it's not gonna be no song. Just keep the other 1K for your time and for the pause. But the other 1K that for your daughter, they can't send me that 1K back. Or she ignored me down, or ain't send me no money back, was ignoring me down. So I'm like, oh, ignore me. Oh, what's wrong? So she going off on all these other celebrities calling them broke, saying how the Seeker did PPP loans and all that, but she's stealing from Rolling Ray or my $2,000. I didn't even want the whole 2K back. I understand. I gave you a whole 1K for your fee. All your name Hazel E, so I paid my fee. All was wrong. But at the end of the day, give me that 1K back that was for Ava's daycare, because I never told you a day to record, and we never sat down and said record this day and that day, or stop playing so much. Or at the end of the day, there was no song. Also, then she texted back, which I have receipts of. She texted was like, oh, I just moved back to LA. We can set this after I finish moving in. She was like, I just had a Halloween party for my daughter. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna talk about sending you the money. XYZ. Or the Halloween party was over, girl. Peekaboo. All Ghostbusters back away, and all that girl is giving no them. Or no them come, girl. It's still no money coming to my phone. Or something like Hazel E was wrong. So I was like, I don't want to expose you to the blogs because it's getting very much. I really fuck with you all. We was friends. And she never had just like this over no money. She like, basically, I don't got the money. In lame terms, I don't got the money. You should have been said that all this is wrong. All I'm asking for is 1K back. I gave you a free 1K. Give my money back, Hazel E. But you went around telling everybody how they doing you and all this and all that. But look how you doing people. And I'm not perfect. I did people wrong too. But it's between me and Hazel E. At the end of the day, baby, pay your fee. Pay me my $1,000 back. What's wrong? You never got no daycare for your daughter. So give me my $1,000 back and keep the other 1,000. Or she's a broke bitch. But she's going to.
Well, y'all get the gist, honey. Hey, Delightful by Design. Hey, Sherlock Homeboy. So y'all, first off, hit the like button. Help your girl out. Let's get that. But y'all heard what it was. He said he gave her 2,000 right off the bat, and it wasn't no issue. And he told her to keep 1,000 for her time, but send him 1,000 of his money back. So he never sent her the beat. They never Trina said, why you polluting my ears with whoever this is? Because I can't paraphrase Rolling Ray. Now, I can't do nothing with that. I cannot paraphrase Rolling Ray. You saw what Sherlock Homeboy said. That was the perfect explanation. I can't paraphrase that. Jackie say the voice, a hot toddy with a whole lot of whiskey is definitely needed to clear the passage. Child, I don't know. I'm just letting y'all hear for yourself what he said. He said he gave her the 2,000 for her to help him do a song. He never sent the beat. They never set up a date to do any recording. He heard she was supporting Tory Lanez, decided it would be a good move to just back out of that. And so he told her keep half the money, send half back. And she played him, not responding and stuff. Then when she did respond, he said he got the receipts. He showed one where he asked for the money and she hearted the comment. Y'all know y'all with them iPhones, y'all can heart comments and stuff. She hearted it, so she acknowledged she saw it. She ain't had no problem. Then gonna tell him, I'm moving. After I move in, I got you. After I finish my daughter Halloween party, I got you. He say Halloween was over, peekaboo. Then it was November, and she still ain't gave that boy his money back. Get that man that money back. What's wrong with you, Hazel? That's why I say something going on with Hazel. I don't know whether she cracking up, whether that dude doing her like he did her, that young boy messed her up, or what happened. But Hazel's tripping. Quiet Storm. Lord, you say you just stopped laughing from Hennessy saying Hazel got a body like a seal. Yeah, Lil Chardonnay ripped her to shreds. Chardonnay did not spare her at all. I didn't even know what to make of that. Hey Tay, y'all hit the like button. Hey Tracy Lashley, what's up, sis? Child, listen. Hey, I can't paraphrase. I can't paraphrase everything. And the stuff that Roland Ray be saying, I can't say what he say like he say. He talking about Masika. Masika. I thought that girl name was Masika Kalisha. He said Masika. And then proceeded to let it be known that you still ain't gave him his money. Why you up? Oh, you was like number 32. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. This is terrible. So I don't know what's going on with Hazel E, but something telling me y'all better add her to the prayer list. Trina say, didn't Hazel trick Cat Williams out his house? Yeah, I think it was something like that. I don't know all the details, so I don't really want to gossip on it too heavy. I got to go back and dig. His tongue is a little heavy. Dana, his tongue is a little heavy, and he's different. Now that's the best way I could say. In the words of Tanera Double Chocolate, he's differently different now. That is Roland Ray, and he is differently different. Hey, Shanika C. Tracy, thank you for being like number 76. I appreciate you. Who like number 80? That's what I want to know. Who is like number 80? So listen, y'all would think that's all, but that ain't all. That ain't all. So moving right along, let's talk about what's going on with T.I. and his son. Now, apparently, it looks like they're doing okay from what I can ascertain. They doing okay. T.I. just recently posted saying, F what this internet talking about. The Harris family is tied like a knot. We all we got for life. I'm a ride to the heavens or the depths of hell about my junior. And ain't nothing gonna change that. Now tune in to the new episode of Goat Talk with me and my junior. So he's doing the show with his baby. He's still being a father. You can't just throw the children away because they don't act right. Kids don't always act right. I'm with them on that. But we got to have a little conversation about what has happened on social media behind this baby. Hey, True Wisdom, what's up, girl? Oh, my nephew is in the chat. King Sankara say yes, his legs aren't the only thing that's lacking, but it is what it is. Right. Yeah, because you know me. You know I ain't finna pick on nobody about no handicaps and nothing like that. But his tongue is a little thick. Legina said, I'm not talking about Hazel E because she's special needs too. Is she special needs? I'm for real now. Don't fool me. Is she special needs? BB say 10K for an interview. King said, child, who finna pay that little boy 10,000? Have mercy. That's why we got to talk about this child. And I think what we seeing with this kid is part of a larger issue. What's going on with him, I think, is part of a larger issue. Queen of Hearts, you say per get you every time. Miss Ashley, hey, you like number 81? Thank you, my love. What a pretty picture. Let me put your picture back up. Girl, you pretty. You in the right place. All the pretty girls come to the porch. So listen. Hey, God's anointed daughter, how you doing, sis? Y'all, she say, hey, royalties. Okay. But for real, we got to talk about what's going on with this young man because I think that it's a part of a larger issue. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I was like, wait, what? You said, BB say, Lord, Hazel E is not special E. Not Hazel E special needs. I'm about to pass it on as truth. Don't pass it as truth unless we can confirm that. Now, don't y'all go saying stuff that ain't true. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hold that. Unless you cracking a joke and make sure you let it be known you joking when you say stuff like that. Because people are taking it and run with it. And then they'll be saying that we started that and we ain't started that. Okay. But look, so everybody saw what happened. We all were looking at social media. We all witnessed many of his shenanigans. And his most recent one was him showing out at the Falcons game, hollering and screaming, talking to his mama, and basically showed his tail till his daddy put him in a headlock. Now, let me say for the record, BB said, I'm taking it out the porch. I'm just joking. I'm mad. I ain't mad at you, boo. I ain't mad. But look, and let me say this for the record. I'm not mad nor upset with T.I. none at all. Because I feel like them and Tiny showed considerable restraint. Because you let anything that I gave birth to stand toe to toe and raise his voice with me. I don't care how old you get. In the words of my mother, your skirt tail will never be as long as mine. You better not never stand toe to toe, nose to nose with me, hollering and screaming like some kind of idiot. It will never happen. Baby, I ain't gonna never have enough arthritis, gout, cholesterol, stiff knees, back. I ain't gonna never have enough nothing to let you slide on that. Not ever. Not ever. I don't care where we at. Where you mess up is where I'm finna clean up. Understand that. I am old school to the core. I don't believe in that gentle parenting. I'm not talking you through a goddamn thing. When you lose your mind, I'm gonna lose mine too. We're gonna lose it together. Okay? We're gonna lose our mind together as a crew. One band, one sound. Okay? So I ain't had no problem with T.I. grabbing that little joker round about his neck and whatnot. He had to do what he had to do and get some understanding. And I'm glad to see that he is saying that he's still going, I still got my baby. He know his baby want to be famous, and he know his baby want to be seen and all that stuff. So he going to work with him to still get him the right kind of exposure. So he not out here, like he was before at the Waffle House, cussing at the people that work at the Waffle House, calling people broken stuff while you flogging with your mom and daddy money. Miss Nisa say King grandma raised him. He don't like to be checked. That's true. And clear women raise children different than black women. That's just the truth. So, and we got to be honest, that's who his grandmama is. And a lot of children was grandma babies. A lot of children was grandma babies. I get that. But I think there's a larger issue going on with that. In that one, the first thing that I think that people are overlooking is that when your parent has a large personality, if it was just tiny, it probably wouldn't be as bad. But the fact that Mr. Harris is your daddy and he got such a large personality, and according to how he said it in that video, his history ain't no mystery. He probably feel like he got to try to live up to his daddy's reputation or his daddy personality, and he's not that. He probably don't feel like he measure up to that, and sometimes children can feel like they have to measure up to their parents. I think that's his biggest issue. Talking about I ain't never had no silver spoon. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Stop it. But I think that explains why. He keep trying to go for bad and trying to be so tough, and trying to act like he's so gangster. He trying to live up to his daddy reputation. King St. Carl say, my oldest brother is 40 and he still can't raise his voice at mama. We couldn't even correct our mama as children. Yeah, you wasn't supposed to. You wasn't supposed to. There go my sis, Dr. J. Dr. J. So he was acting a fool before that. Yep, he was on the field when the Falcon team was warming up before the game. King was out there acting a fool. He didn't get thrown out because of who his daddy is. That's true. I saw that. I saw that, sis. Hey, dialogue sisters. But it's a certain thing. You say he got abandonment issues. That little joker ain't got no abandonment issues. Let me tell you something. What he got is a lack of whoopings. That's what he got. And see, what's so crazy is like people don't want to call it that because now it's popular to pretend like you a good parent by not disciplining your children. What we see with that joker is that he didn't have no discipline. T.I. and Tiny was making money and partying and doing what they was doing, and grandma was being a grandma. Grandma was spoiling that baby, and she a clear grandma on top of that. So you already know discipline was not at the top of the order of the day in that house. And not the way Tiny say he would cry to go over there because he wanted to be able to suck on that pacifier till he was 12. So he was crying to go over there, and they was letting him go over there instead of making him keep his behind home and them stay home and monitor him. They let him do whatever he wanted to do, and because it was easy, go to Granny. Granny ain't gonna let you get hurt, but Granny gonna sit there and spoil him and not make him behave himself. Simple as that. Simple as that. Yes, King St. Clair. Tiny said till he was 12, he wanted to suck on the pacifier. Now that's what time it was. Sitting up there talking stupid. You want to see the bando? You want to see the bando? This little stupid self. You done found out some terminology for an abandoned house, and you as telling your daddy about do he want to see one? Boy, the stuff that you pretend you are is exactly what your daddy is. And it was cute to me. You know, the internet is undefeated as always. So they went and found clips from when they was on that television show. And Lord, my sister on the phone said he turned all the way up when they told him about that pacifier. Yeah, because he don't want nobody to know that you're not what you pretend to be. But they went and got that clip from that show where he was sitting up there crying and looking ridiculous then, talking about he wanted to drop out of school because he wanted to be a darn rapper. And mad because his dad and them was letting him know, you ain't dropping out no school to be no goddamn rapper. You going to school. Period, point blank. So ain't nothing wrong with this joker. And that's the thing I keep seeing online. People talking about, oh, he got abandonment issues. Oh, see, they didn't do right by him. They should have did this and they should have did that. The only thing they should have did was went out back. They should have went out back. And after they went out back, they should have got 3 switches off the peach tree and they should have plaited it like they was braiding hair. And then they should have went on and whooped him. That's what they should have did. Hey, C. Mays. That's all what's wrong. That's the only thing wrong with that boy. Say, you right, sis. Think back to the show. The G-Ma used to dote on King when the parents tried to discipline him. Oh, yeah, that clip. I never watched the show. I had just seen clips. But the clip that they showed, yeah, ain't nobody from the hood that excited about no abandoned house. Hell no. Hold on. Who is this person? Now, Angel Hall, you welcome here, baby. But we ain't even started that story yet. Why did you walk in the chat slanging insults? What's going on? Are you okay? Is everything all right over there? Is everything okay? Are you all right? Ashanti ain't even on the thumbnail. What are we talking about? Are you all right for real? You are welcome, but I would like to know what's going on with you. We talking about T.I. and Tiny and they little bad baby. Now that's what we talking about. Some of y'all not okay. Some of y'all are not okay. And I don't know what's going on with you, but some of y'all ain't okay. Dialogue sister say T.I. was in jail and Tiny was doing a reality show. When T.I. got out and wanted to do some discipline, Tiny and the grandma kept saving him. You know what? And a lot of ladies do that. They won't allow their husbands to help them rear the children. Let the man help you raise the children, even if it's T.I., because at the end of the day, you chose to go and marry Clifford Harris. That was your choice. Hey, Couture Bay, how you doing? My niece, my beauty. Thank you for being like number 85. But yeah, that didn't make no sense to me. They didn't want the child discipline and all this other stuff. But I'm going to tell y'all something. All this stuff that we got going on, we didn't have going on. We didn't have this kind of stuff going on back in the day. We just didn't. And I mean, we had different problems. Like, I'm not one of them people that believe in idealizing, oh, everything was wonderful. It was not. There were issues. There's always been issues. There will always be issues. But this new idea that we don't need to raise them, right? They didn't raise him. That's the problem, Couture Bay. They didn't raise him. They let him run wild over there at grandma and them house. They let him run wild over at granny house. Now, Edna, you know I'm not finna try to talk about people churn now. Y'all know I'm funny about the churn. Now, we can all see, but we ain't got to say, but we can all see. Hey there, it's the beautiful Chanel D. Queen. Hey, sis. There go my boo. Bianca, let me tell you something. I'm live and I was finna call you. Where is my Bianca? I was feeling away. But hey, welcome. We love you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. So look, this whole idea about we call ourselves being modern, we so modern that we can't correct our children. Now, if you stop them, oh, you abusing them because you won't let them do whatever the hell they want to do. What about they feeling? The child might feel like sometimes y'all just need to be parents. If you know right from wrong, make the child do what's right. Do not allow them to do what's wrong. If they don't like it, they will be okay. Think back, real far back. In the words of Betty Wright, I don't want y'all to get to the end of my video talking about, oh yeah, now I remember. You remember being a child. It was a lot of stuff you wanted to do that your mama did not let you do. It was a lot of stuff that you did not want to do that your mama made you do. You did not die, and you became responsible, hardworking, decent people in the process. In a word, raise your goddamn children. Stop trying to keep up with the goddamn internet. Stop trying to keep up with them clear people, clear adjacent people, and the people in the streets. Stop listening to people tell you that raising your children with some decency, some standards, and occasionally popping them across their little bad tails is abuse. It is not. It is actually called rearing a child. Try it. I promise you, ain't nothing bad gonna happen. That boy was allowed to run wild. Now he a minister. If he ain't careful, he gonna end up being a full-blown menace to society. He well on the way. I hope T.I. can pull him back. I don't know if he can. Dr. J say Tiny went behind T.I. and King got set up for a tour to rap. T.I. got pissed and told her he wasn't ready. I mean, but he ain't. He still ain't. He still ain't. They did not train that child. Miss Nisa said, I told my child I'm your mom, not your not your friend. Yeah. Hell no, I ain't none of your little friends. None of them. No. All this stuff that y'all got going on now, this new stuff, I don't know where. Listen, it's some kind of weird assimilation hybrid movement y'all got trying to copy them people. You need to stop. Because I remember a time when we saw certain behavior, we immediately knew that was not a black child. And now some of this stuff y'all got going on, it don't track. Couture Bay say Kathy Hilton made her kids be successful. When they acted out, she whipped them in the shape. Okay, well, thank God for her. But right now, I'm talking to our folks because I don't know nothing about them people. Them people ain't got nothing to do with me. And I like to mind my own black behind business. Right. And when we say spare the rod, we're not talking about, putting them children in the hospital and beating them half to death. We talking about sometimes a smack across the booty is really all it takes to get their attention. I'm a firm believer that there's a nerve in their booty cheek that goes straight to the brain, and it helps them to get right. Trina say, the way I raise my kids, I give you everything you need and some of the things you want, because when I can't give you everything you want, you'll find a way to get it, and it might not be good. I mean, the getting stuff, that ain't all that. Look at that child. He got everything, and he's still messed up. Getting things ain't everything. Getting things ain't everything. I don't want to imagine them going to prison, Dolce. I hope that child don't go to prison. What is y'all saying? What's going on with Bianca? Hold on. Where my baby? Wait. Oh, you had a stomach bug. Oh, no. Get you a little ginger ale. You got ginger ale? We need to send you some ginger ale. What we need to do? We need to do something. Couture Bay say T.I. and Tiny were TV parents and sent their boy back to Miss Diane. We know. And let me tell you something. To me, that ain't even the end of the world. But Diane didn't even raise him. It's a few of y'all in this chat that your grandmama raised you. Now let's really tell the truth and shame the devil. Now it's cute to point at rich people and be like, "Oh, you're so bad," but it's a whole lot of Negroes right here in this chat was raised by your grandmama. Don't start me to telling the truth, because you know I will. The problem is that's a little old clear lady. I'm sure she meant well, but a lot of them don't be real tight on the discipline stuff. And then you got two parents that's so busy being superstars, they ain't had time, and it was easier to just let him go to grandma. And of course, the child was happy to go to grandma because grandma ain't gonna make him do a goddamn thing. That's a mess. Gaby said, I can't imagine ever talking to my mom the way that little boy was talking to his parents. He did that because don't nobody hit him in the mouth. You could tell that. Giving him things because he wasn't ready. They were giving them things because they got money. And people, a lot of people, Couture Bay, really think that buying things for children is raising them. It ain't. Buying them stuff is not raising them. It's not. Yeah, Vita, you got to correct children. You have to nurture children. You have to sit there, talk with them, pray with them, show them stuff, teach them things. Sometimes you got to pop them. Sometimes you got to put them on restrictions. Sometimes you got to tell them, hey, you can't watch TV. You can't go outside. You got to actually do the job. And nobody did the job with this boy. It's a shame. I'm just glad that his daddy, still got patience with him. Because, some people, you toss them churn and be done. Thank you, Gaby. And me too. Me too. Had I ever tried it. Up until the day my mama left here, I didn't have the nerve to be standing in her face talking back like that. That's crazy. Angela said I would have knocked all them big teeth out his mouth if he'd have got. Lord, why y'all got to talk about the baby teeth, Jesus? That's crazy. You say Big Mama didn't play. Your Big Mama ain't play. I'm just saying, that's all I got for that. I really hope that family be okay. I hope Tiny stay out the way and let that man deal with his child in the best way he know how. You know what I mean? And I hope that little boy figure out, like, you got parents that didn't really know what they were doing and they didn't train you properly. But if they still willing to work with him, I hope he, humble down and get his little self together, because this right here ain't it. So, y'all, then can we talk real quick about this Young Thug trial? Can we talk about this? Listen, what's her name? Fanny over there in Atlanta with that trial with Young Thug. Y'all, she done stressed that judge out so bad. First of all, this man done brought an emotional support animal to court. C-May said, we had an adult discussion on Thanksgiving, the subject sparing the rod, all the kids scattered. I bet they did. Poor babies. Yes, pushing positivity. He say pushing P is pushing positivity. So, yeah, Fanny messed up. So, first of all, the poor judge, yeah, some of y'all seen where the judge went off on her before. I mean, the judge went off on her, told her he was going to throw all her stuff out if she didn't have a good reason for why she was bringing in all this evidence after the fact, on the date of the hearing. She did her opening arguments and saying that basically he got to prove that he did not, prove that you didn't. And it's like she forgot that the burden of proof is on the state. So the defense already was able to make an objection against her because she forgot. She had like she didn't know what the law entailed. In America, it's innocent till proven guilty. The burden of proof is on you, Fanny. You got to prove he did it. He don't have to prove he didn't. You got to prove he did. Beyond a reasonable doubt to 12 strangers sitting in a box. That's what you got to do, Fanny. So, she messed herself up by trying to use text messages and gossip and rap lyrics. So, apparently, Lil Jeffrey got the best lawyer that money could buy. And y'all, I say he got the best lawyer that money could buy because it looked like Jeffrey indeed has the best lawyer that money could buy. He went and got this man, and I'm going to let y'all hear what this man said. Because unlike Roland Ray, he does not have a thick tongue, but this clear man had some things to say that I feel like if I paraphrase, I'm going to get it wrong. Now, that's what I believe. So let me let y'all hear what he had to say. It's interesting. The way he done, fix this thing up. Listen at this. Hold on.
His target, that's Jeffrey taking a selfie in the mirror, and he has his hand up, and the indictment that the prosecution had the grand jury return says he's holding up a blood sign. And that furthers this conspiracy. There's nothing wrong with holding up a blood sign, but that's not a blood sign. A blood sign is like it looks like a B. That is a P. Jeffrey's fingers are down. And what you'll learn is that Jeffrey just released with Sergio Kitchens, performed on Ghana, a song that is wildly popular. It's around the globe. It's called Pushing P.
It's called Pushing P. You heard him, right?
Pushing P.
Pushing
And
P.
it's positivity.
Positivity.
Any circumstance you're in. If you think positively about something, you can make it through.
Wow.
You're pushing positivity.
He's pushing positivity.
Jeffrey is showing the feet. It's not a beat.
Lord have
That
mercy.
became, when the district attorney's office in Fulton County, from the City of Atlanta Police Department, a reason that furthers this supposed conspiracy.
Oh.
Pushing P. And it's
I ain't gonna play the lyrics or whatever, but he really he went there, honey. He say the pushing P is pushing positivity. Yes, he pushing positivity. Then he said that Thug is truly humbled under God. I say not truly humbled under God. That's Thug. Wait a minute. Then they asked him about the slime thing, or it came up, or he somehow was talking about the slime situation. Slime this, slime that. He said he got that from his idol, Lil Wayne. That didn't even originally come from him. That Lil Wayne is his idol, and he got it from Lil Wayne. I say, I be dang. Lord, Fanny done messed up. Y'all, I believe Fanny done messed up. Fanny done messed up, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes, we love the Lord, honey. Y'all will bring God into everything, won't you? Stuff he ain't got nothing to do with. Young Thug done performed. I don't think he invited the Lord to none of them studio sessions. I don't think he invited the Lord on none of his activities. But now Thug is truly humble under God. And the killer part is it's up to the state to prove that it ain't. I say, have mercy. And he's pushing positivity. And the way the lawyer just said it, y'all heard he has the most Anglo voice I heard in a long time. Yep, sound like if it don't fit, you must have quit to me too. Get this. So then he say the way he said it to the people, y'all. He say this is what she got her indictment returned on. In other words, she got her indictment returned on incorrect information. She said he was holding up a blood sign. He said there's nothing wrong with holding up a blood sign, but that's a P. His fingers are pointing down. And then he has a song that's wildly popular right now with the artist Stunner, Pushing P, which is positivity, meaning whatever you're going through, if you just think positive, you can make it through it. I say, have mercy. Boy, if you don't come on with it, Ned Flanders, God almighty mo. I think Fanny done lost this one, y'all. Yes, in the courthouse, he is truly humbled under God. Yes, he is in there. But was he before he went in there? I was tickled. That's right, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please help your girl out. You know it means a lot to me. That like button is really how you help me out. I appreciate any and all support, but that like button is everything to me. He said at this point, just get a man community service because this case is a mess. They can't, but the problem is you got to get a conviction. You got to get a conviction. Because if you can't get a conviction, you can't give him nothing. I personally, I'm going to tell y'all my concerns, okay? I'm going to tell y'all my concerns, all right? My concern is that is he going to be able to sue them for keeping him in jail all this time with no evidence based on nothing? That's my first question. Yes. He ain't dumb. No, little Jeffrey is not dumb. Yep, YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, one of my favorites, Lord. May he rest in peace. He is definitely a famous designer. And my concern is he in a position to have a lawsuit after this, the way Fannie, tanked this case? And my other concern is the rumors going around that somebody named Nut, who was a part of another affiliation, ended up losing his life. And Fannie, apparently they saying, I don't know if this true, but they saying that for withholding evidence and targeting, yes, it's starting to sound like malicious prosecution. But I don't know. What do I know? But they saying that Fannie used to go with this criminal by the name of Nut. And they said that Nut got killed, and they are blaming Young Thug and his associates or friends or buddies or pals, buddy old pals, and said that that's why she went forward with this prosecution, saying she was going to convict them people based off lyrics. And I remember her saying that she going to use lyrics to prosecute them, and she was real cocky when she said it. I remember that. That was way last year sometime. Way last year. Trina, you think yes, because they could say that she stopped his livelihood. Yeah, maybe. I want to know if it's really true that she was going with the gentleman that went by the name Nut. Queen of Hearts says she even failed to turn over discovery. Yes, that's why the judge went off on her. And now the poor little judge, his blood pressure apparently done skyrocketed. He in court with a whole service animal. Had to let the people know, if y'all hear a bell, that's my dog. I got my dog here. So it's my emotional support animal, and I need him. He need emotional support in the courthouse. That's terrible. Right, Catherine. The Lord is sitting there like how I get in it. But you know what? If I'm gonna be fair, let me go back to this comment. Y'all know a lot of y'all bring the Lord into stuff after the fact. So we ain't gonna say he the only one. Y'all know people don't want to do right. They don't want to act right. They ain't gonna go to church. Ain't gonna pray. The church don't see them till somebody die. But the minute they get in trouble, then all of a sudden they become the Lord's best friend. So maybe he pulling a typical move. You know that's how people move now. Okay. That's right, y'all. Get your Royal Family merch. Bianca sick and still on the job. Couture Bay said Atlanta said it's true. He was a big timer. Yeah. I done heard about Nut, but they say she was going with Nut. And they say that's why she is pulling this case like she pulling it, trying to put him in jail at all costs. Yes, Southern Charm, the judge has a emotional support animal in the courthouse. Emotional support animal in the courthouse is what's going on. Okay? So she done stressed this man out with this BS case. I'm interested to see, how her career go after this, because none of this looks good to me. Trina say, is she the one that's coming and going after Trump? Yep. She was the one that was all excited because she got him a mug shot, and Trump turned right around, put that crap on, put that mug shot on t-shirts and got paid. She the one. Oh, Trump. Okay, you know what? Peanut told me that Trump knew about it, and Trump had made some comment. So apparently somebody went and told him about her going with Nut. Somebody went and told Trump and them. Trump is over there. I'm sure as soon as he heard it, he went to shifting his lace front. Like, oh, I'm finna talk about her business. He be happy to shift his lace front and lay down his baby hairs and go to talking about people. So there you go. So, Fannie, I hope it work out for you, girl. But I'm gonna just be honest, it don't look good. It don't look good at all. Period. But now let's talk about what's going on with Beyoncé and her mama and the people. Y'all, Miss Tina has finally had enough of people just attacking her child for no good reason. And I'm with her. I'm with her because we see a lot of it. Hell, we seen some of it tonight. We wasn't even talking about the girl yet. Somebody just came in here and just randomly started spitting, insults. And it's like, what did this lady do to anybody that all these insults just go to flying? Like, I'm not the biggest, not the biggest. I'm not a stan of anybody other than Prince. Prince gone. But Lord rest the dead. But And y'all know our girl Jean Knight passed. The lady that sang Mr. Big Stuff. R.I.P. to Jean Knight. I believe they say she was 80 when she went. But yeah, shout out to her. Lord rest her soul. But from what I can understand from Beyonce, I haven't seen this lady do nothing to nobody. I really haven't. And I think that it's gotten out of control. And her mama, Miss Tina, done had it up to her with people just attacking her child because they bored. Because that's what it's giving at this point. It's giving bored. Said the last pic of her to Camille, she's clear. She's not clear. The girl had on a silver dress with silver hair on a silver carpet with bright lights. And she already high yellow. That's really all that was. And Tina says she tired of people picking on her child. She says she done had it. So somebody had put this video up or whatever, and they were showing that all the comments people were saying, why she looks so white? She not a black woman. She white now. It's not Beyonce. She whitens her skin, all this other stuff. And then showing old pictures like when her skin was darker, like as black women, our skin tone don't change. Like we don't fade in the winter. Like apparently we must always be the same color. They got so silly, y'all. People started saying ridiculous stuff like the girl is bleaching. Y'all just watched her on tour for months. What the hell kind of cream did she use that whitened her up overnight? What is wrong with y'all? That's right. Do not badmouth Prince or Billy the Goat. Dora, tell them again. Because somebody said something about Billy and it's on. Prince too. So, like I said, when I started bleaching stuff, I'm like, this lady been on tour in front of y'all for months. Now, I done heard about Fan White and Carol White and Black and White. I ain't never heard about Overnight White. So, what kind of cream would she have used that would have bleached her overnight? Like, use, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to use, logic a little bit. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about them beehive people because I know they'll defend whatever. She could probably burn down 10 houses and they're going to say she didn't do it. Because, and personally, I don't understand stan culture. I think that's weird to be attached to a celebrity and no matter what they do, it's golden and don't you say nothing about them. I'm going to come get you. I joke about Prince, but I ain't joking about Billy the Goat. Don't y'all bother Billy the Goat because we'll be rolling on the river up in here. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh, thank you for being number 96. So Tina came across this stuff and Tina had something to say. And I am with her because I would have felt that way a long time ago about mine. And I'm finna read what she said. Because Tina ain't exactly somebody who normally like she'll talk and say a little stuff here and there, but she don't normally just go off. But Tina went off, y'all. Tina Knowles says, and I quote, came across this today and decided to post it after seeing all the stupid, self-hating racist statements about her lightening her skin and wearing platinum hair, wanting to be white. She does a film called The Renaissance where the whole theme is silver with silver hair, silver carpet, and suggested silver attire, and you bozos decide that she's trying to be a white woman and is bleaching her skin. How sad is it that some of her own people continue the stupid narrative with hate and jealousy? Duh. She wore silver to match her hair, to match her dress as a fashion statement, clown. Alien superstar. Duh. What's really sad is that a white woman had the audacity to reach out to Neil, Beyonce's hairstylist. She was from TMZ, to say that the fans are saying she want to be white and she wanted to get a statement about it from Neil. Well, that made my blood boil. That this white woman felt so entitled to discuss her blackness. I say, ooh, Tina, you better let them know you ain't with it, baby. Let them know you ain't with it. She say, what's most disappointing is that some black people, yes, you bozos that's on social media, lying and faking like and acting like you so ignorant that you don't understand that black women have worn platinum hair since the Etta James days. I just went and looked at all the beautiful, talented black celebrities who have worn platinum hair, and it has been just about every one of them at one time or another. Are they all trying to be white? I'm sick and tired of people attacking her. Every time she does something that she works her ASS off for and is a statement of her work ethic, talent, and resilience, here you sad little haters come out of the woodwork. Jealousy and racism, sexism, double standards, you perpetuate those things. Instead of celebrating a sister or just ignoring if you don't like her. I'm sick of you losers. I know that she gonna be pissed at me for doing this, but I'm fed up. This girl minds her own business. She helps people wherever she can. She lifts up and promotes black women and underdogs all the time. At all times. Listen. And then her nephew was in there, shouting out his grandma and telling his grandma in the comments, go on, tell him, Granny. He right there with it. He right there with it. Let me tell you something, man. He even reposted what his granny had said and said, stand on that. I'ma just say this. Yes, Couture Bay, Tina do not play. And I don't blame her. I don't blame that lady. I don't blame that lady. I don't blame that lady. BB, that black woman do not look like no Kim Kardashian. She does not. It don't matter how many surgeries Kim Kardashian gets. She will never look like any black woman. And neither will Shakira. Shakira is purely Anglo-Saxon. She do not look like them ladies at all. And they don't look like her. But I'm going to say this much. Tina is right. The fact that black people play crazy, like we don't know that when we wear certain colors, it can make you look a certain way. We ought to quit playing like during the winter months, our skin don't fade, because I know mine do. And some of y'all's do too. We not finna sit up here and play and pretend like we don't know as black women in certain lighting, our skin can look darker or lighter. We need to stop playing. We need to stop playing crazy. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. Some of the stuff that we do as black folks is very white-coded. Very white-coded. That's why that white woman, as she said, felt entitled, and I will say emboldened, to call and ask questions to try to get a statement about a black woman's blackness. How dare you? How dare you? And I'm sorry, I agree with her mama. The girl works hard. Can't nobody say she don't work hard. Her work ethic shows. Apparently, she done passed it on to her child bad enough that the baby saw people talking bad about her online. It hurt her feelings, but it just made her work harder. I say that's a shame. The fact that grown rusty Negroes sitting up talking about a baby, that was terrible. But I digress. I'm going to leave that one. People just ought to be ashamed of themselves. But it's the fact that if you don't like the girl, just don't listen to her music. What is the problem? There's no law that says you got to watch a Beyonce show. You don't have to listen to none of her music. But I'm not mad at her mama because she's a mother. Yeah, right, Trina. And don't forget the filters, all them things. But people like to play crazy. And I'm going to tell you why they play crazy. Black people become extremely white-coded the minute money come into play. Let a black person, hey, Renee, my sis, let a black person start making too much money or become famous, or you feel like they're getting money too quick. The first thing black folks do is start making conspiracy theories, all that weird stuff up as an excuse to attack another black person. Like, just stop it. It's not cute. It don't look good. It's so white-coded. That's how they behave when they see us doing well. And the fact that we start doing that to each other, like, ooh, they got $20 more than me. Let me start making up stories. Let me come up with a conspiracy theory. Let me make up fairy tales about an Illuminati that don't exist. When I ain't never even took 5 minutes to research EA. Some of y'all know what EA is because we had a whole thing about that over here. So I'm not going to go into that now, but you ain't looked into EA, but you still making up fairy tales about an Illuminati just so you can attack other black people. Stop that. Like, stop that. I'm for real. It doesn't make us look good as black people. It makes us look bad. We need to stop doing stuff like that. All right, BB, there you go. You see what BB say? That's what you're supposed to do. If you don't like somebody's stuff and whatever, block them. She says she usually block all things that got to do with Beyonce, but it got past her algorithm last night. Okay, every now and then something gonna get around your algorithm. So every now and then it's gonna happen. But at least you're doing the responsible thing. Just block it. If you don't want to see it, block it. There's no need to go online spewing hateful stuff at somebody who really ain't bothering nobody. This girl barely speak to people. Just block. Like, I know how to block, and I don't even know how to use technology like that. But I know how to block things. Why are we not doing that? Why are we then making up stories, pretending we don't know what it is to be black, pretending we don't know how we show up on film, pretending we don't know how wearing different colors can make our complexion look, pretending we don't know that our skin can get darker in the summer, lighter in the winter. We completely go ignorant and start saying foolishness the minute a black person has some money. We got to stop that. I don't know how many of you all realize a lot of the attacks that our forebears suffered in this country were as a result of clear people behaving like that toward us. Do y'all realize that Black Wall Street and the Tulsa race riots took place because them clear people decided that black folks had too much money and decided to physically attack them? Do you realize how many black men in the South were attacked because they had made too much money and possibly bought new cars? And poor, clear trash that couldn't afford to do the same thing saw it, became angry, got hateful, and then lashed out with physical attacks, dragging people, lynchings, and all types of foolishness. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say that sometimes our behavior is white-coded. We need to stop. It is okay not to like somebody. It's a lot of people I don't like. And you know what you hear me not do? Unless they're doing something that's off code, that's detrimental and damaging to all of us, I don't even talk about them people, man. If I don't want to see you, I'm going to block everything that got to do with you. I ain't even going to waste my time putting my energy into you. But this whole idea, the minute we see black people with some money, let's make up stories, let's start telling lies, let's attack, let's say all kind of ignorant stuff. And it's like, sometimes just check that stuff against the same rhetoric that other groups of non-black people have used against black folks, and then you will see that that's exactly what's going on. And I have seen it happen with almost every black celebrity. I can go down the list in alphabetical order, and I bet you I can point it out. Quiet Storm say, I always hear folks say Beyonce and Jay-Z sold they soul, but I haven't heard them say that about Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, and they're not going to. They have been conditioned to say that about any black person that make money, but they don't say that about clear people that make money, because they have been conditioned to believe that clear people are supposed to have money, influence, and power, and black people are not. So if they have it, we need to demonize that person because they have been conditioned that black people with money, power, or influence are evil just in and of itself. We have got to stop doing stuff like that, y'all. That's sick in the head, for real. That's sick. And what's messed up is sometimes it be them same people that'll sit up and see a sexy red and say, oh, we as black people, we got to do something. The first thing we got to do is stop hating other black folks for the sake of it. Just for the hell of it. We got to stop that first. Hey, BJ Dez. Y'all, this is sick. Did y'all not see what happened earlier? We wasn't even talking about the girl yet. Somebody just came in here and started just slinging crazy insults out of nowhere. And I was trying to figure out where the hell did that come from? Like, sometimes when you get an urge to do something like that, just stop yourself for a half a second and say, why did I have an urge to do that? Like what caused, like what was the thought that triggered that? What exacerbated that? What is my trigger? What is making me feel this way when I look at this black? Like what did they do? When I don't like somebody, I can point to you and I can explain what you did that I felt was a violation. It's going to be clear. It's going to be concise. It's not going to be a conspiracy theory. It's not going to be based on you have more money than me or I feel like you shouldn't have it. It is never going to be that. LEL say this stuff is so funny to me because Beyonce don't say anything. Like when people say they don't like her, I really do wonder why, because she don't talk. She don't talk. I mean, she don't talk. Now, I ain't the biggest fan in the world, and that's probably just because, you know, her music is probably supposed to appeal to a younger crowd or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not old lady friendly. I can dig it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shalon, everything ain't for everybody. I ain't, you know, I'm not that type of girl. I ain't mad at you. But I'm not going to sit up and look at this girl who never talks and just make up stories off the top of my head. I'm never doing that. Michael Alexander, I love you. Thank you for the super chat. He say, just because. I appreciate it. This is my first supporter of the whole day. And I love you for it. That's what's up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my fatty back soup. Thank you for my second support of the day, my super chat. Say, yes, my sis Seanitra, please keep on preaching, sugar. Let's wake up black folks and do for us positively for each other. Yes, like we could be positive, man. Like I ain't gotta like your music. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Now, if you doing something you ain't got no business, oh, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about it. We sure are. We gonna drag you all across this porch if you doing something you ain't got no business. But man, just on the idea, just because somebody making money, let's just make up stories about them. Let's talk about their children. The way the public has treated that lady child, that oldest girl, Blue, black folks, we ought to be ashamed ourselves. Honestly, from the time that child came in the world, insult after insult after insult. Trina said, do you remember when Malcolm X, when he was in front of the hospital and got the people to obey him and the cops said that's too much power for one man? You saw what they did to him. Yes, but what's sad is now we do it to each other. Real bad. We do it to each other real bad. And I'm not one, like I said, I don't quite understand the whole stan culture thing. So, you know, and I'm not knocking nobody. If you a beehive person, don't come over here bothering me, because I'm not knocking you if that's how you want to live your life. If you got the energy to be a stan, well, I guess go ahead, beehive on. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have the energy, nor do I understand, you know, socially how that even occurs. I don't understand how it even happens. Okay. But for me, when I don't like people, I leave them alone. If you do something good, I'm going to back you up. Like T.I. and Tiny went over there and opened up the low income home. Hey, I'm not the biggest fan. T.I. a lot of times he worked my last good nerve. But I gave him props for the good he do. When he do something stupid, I'm going to speak on it and I'm going to keep it moving. I don't have the energy to make up no stories about that man, to tell no lies on that dude. None of that. Like, I don't understand the concept of that. And I personally would like to know how these people were able to successfully get us to do to each other what they were doing to us. I would love to know how they managed and how the hell our folks fell for it. It's almost as ridiculous as us falling for let's attack each other based on gender. Black women attacking black men and black men attacking black women. How the hell they conned y'all into that one, I don't know. But I feel like this is some of the same stuff. BB said, I just never been a fan. I try to stay away from things I don't like. That's what I'm talking about. I got others blocked too, but sometimes they sneak into my timeline. But I don't talk about them babies. They didn't do anything. Yeah, right. I don't talk about your children and none of that, man. And I'm with you. When I don't like folks like that, most stuff that has to do with T.I., I don't see it because I don't really do him like that. But if he come up in a blog, you donated some money, I'm going to give you a shout out because we want you to keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, if the black community put the money in your pocket, spend your money with the people that made you rich. I like that. I'm gonna support that every day. I'm gonna support that every day. Straight up. But I just, this whole, I don't know. I sometimes, y'all, I be feeling like social media really done messed us up. Like, we done got out here and everybody got a way to talk without having to really be about what they talking about. And so, and what I mean by that is, a lot of people say a lot of jacked up stuff for validation and to fit in and to be a part of something behind a keyboard and a computer. Because a lot of the stuff that they say on these computers and on this internet, they would never say if they was in front of somebody. And so when you see the crowd jumping on something and saying something, you can kind of go along with it, and you don't have to really like show your face and actually let the world see how hateful you being. You could say it from behind a computer. I be really feeling like that, the social media done really messed us up. Tupac had some charges I'm not agreeing with. I mean, he did have some charges. He did go to prison. I'm just saying, fatty back soup, like, these people done real loud, like, bamboozled us into some stuff. And I just personally would like to know how they did it. I really would. It's real interesting to me. It's real interesting. Like, they have truly... No, because I wasn't interested in his trial. Honestly, Shalon, being real, I'm just not. Like, he's somebody that I don't care about. And you see how that works? Yeah, okay. Matter of fact, yeah, y'all please like this video. Perfect example, right, Shalon? Y'all know how, like, I don't like certain people. I don't like certain shows. I don't agree with what they do. What y'all hear me say? I might mention it here and there, but what y'all hear me say? I don't care about them, and I just keep going. I don't go on no tirades. Y'all don't see me sit up and just insult them people and drag them to the dirt and, make up stories on them. Y'all don't see me do none of that stuff. Even when it comes to, like, perfect example, Married to Medicare. How many times in a year have y'all heard people say, oh, you gonna watch Married to Medicare? What do I say? I don't support them. They off code. What they did to that black woman, I cannot support. And I don't go down the list and go drag and quad. Y'all be calling that lady all them names. What y'all call her the other night? Miss Potato Head. Y'all ain't hear me coming here. Oh, she bald headed. She got no edges. She ugly. This, that. Y'all ain't hear me do all that. Y'all didn't hear me come in here and drag Heavenly or her dentures. Y'all ain't hear me come in here and drag Simone or her two front teeth. Y'all ain't hear me come in here and drag Toya and her overbite, her husband and his titties. Y'all ain't heard me do none of that. When I don't like somebody, I stay completely away from it. All the way. I will let you know why I don't do them. I'm going to be straight up as to why I don't do that person. I can give you chapter and verse what they've done that I feel is off code or offensive, and I'm gonna leave it alone. But all this crap that we doing right now, I can't respect it. I can't respect it. And for me, I'm gonna be honest, that's a hurtful place when I have to look at my own people, and I love my people. Like, it ain't never been a secret. Nitra has always been black out loud, black on purpose, black first. But it is embarrassing and hurtful the way we acting toward each other, and it's based on nothing other than jealousy and hatefulness and a need to be a part of some weird pack or hive mentality. We got to stop that. Think on your own. Think on your own. It doesn't make sense. But what you talking about what the other people did. I'm talking about the fact that they no longer have to do that to us. What them clear people did to Michael Jackson, they don't have to do that no more. All they got to do is let them people get more than $20 in their bank account, and black folks gonna do it for them. And that's what it is. BB said I used to like it, but I don't after what they did to Mariah and started adding unmarried to medicine and non-black people. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't get into it with them. I don't. Y'all ain't seen me do none of that. What you mean, nice try? Name one time I came in here and drugged them people, sis. Dr. J, you know I ain't telling no tales. I might tell you 20 jokes, but I ain't gonna tell you not one lie. Name one time I came in here and drugged them people. Just once. I mean, literally, give me one time. Never did it. And I really could, because the jokes write themselves. Like, I really could. If I felt like roasting, I could go through Merit to Medicare, and I would have enough material for 2 weeks straight. Because all the jokes write themselves. All of them. Every last one of them write themselves. I ain't never drug them. Because I'm not finna do that. I don't like what they did. I don't respect them as women. I don't respect nobody on that cast as black people, period. And I'm not finna talk about you. Like, you off code, you out of zone, you off the res, and I ain't got no love. She say, overbite, I'm dying. I'm just saying, like, you see, but let me go back to that comment. You see how effortless that is for me? I want you to let that sink in, sis. It's effortless for me. If I wanted to drag them, it wouldn't take me nothing. It takes no energy for me. I can roast effortlessly. I'm not going to burn 1 calorie. It don't take nothing for me to roast. Nothing. Say more blacks drag Michael than whites. I would beg to differ, because them clear people drug him to court, drug him in the media, and black folks don't have that type of reach or power. But what I'm saying is they don't really have to do it no more. They ain't got to do nothing. And if you look at things, they don't even bother anymore. Something happened with them, with black folks, they reported one time. You don't see them dragging it like they drugged that Michael Jackson stuff. We heard about it every single day on the news almost. Now, when something happened with black folks, they reported one time, and they sit back and let y'all drag other black people on the internet. Them clear people might report on it once, maybe. I'm just saying. Like, we sick, boss. We sick. Shannon said, I've heard you do it, sis. Oh, so you know it's effortless. You know a good old roasting is effortless for me. Lord, don't you pee on yourself. You better go to that toilet. You know we done got old, girl. Our bladders ain't what they used to be. Oh, you talking about his looks. But the thing is, them clear people wasn't talking about his looks. They were doing to him what we do to celebrities now. They made up all kind of stories about this man, all type of stuff. By the time they finished, he was hanging in trees with Bubbles the chimp and all type of weird stuff. Like, they really was going in, and they don't have to do that anymore. We do it. And the question is, why are more of us not paying attention when people setting you up to fight each other? Which brings me to RHOP, because that's the last set of degenerates that I want to discuss today. Say, and then we don't even care to TMZ report. Girl, you better say it again. They wait for Mass and them to report it, and then they take it like it's the gospel once Mass and them say it. Quiet Storm say, I've been meaning to thank you that you got me calling folks rancid afterbirth, and they never have a comeback for that. Don't thank me for that. You was not supposed to leave here and go calling people that. Yeah, they're not going to believe no black blog. They ain't going to believe none black folk tell them. How many times did y'all come in here for Florida Negro News? I tell y'all what it is. Nobody listen. They wait until Cardi B or another non-black person barely talk about a subject, then everybody start talking about it, then it's viral. When black folks talk, nobody listen. They only listen when a clear person or a clear adjacent person repeat it. That's how black folks are. We have learned to distrust and hate each other just that naturally. Shalon say, well, the Willie Lynch letter explain the plan to make us hate each other. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's really sad. It is really sad. So look, listen. So while we're talking about the tricks of, I ain't going to call them what I want to call them. I'm going to be nice tonight. I am. A little bit. Let's talk about not married to Medicare. RHOP. They almost on the same level with me, because that's how disgusting they've gotten. Okay. I'm getting you worked up before bed. Don't you do that. Don't blame me, girl. You better pull your little nightcap. So listen. Now, y'all, the sneak peek that they got this time, they're showing, I think it was Giselle, Ashley, and Mia sitting up. Hey, Ashley, how you doing, niece? Sitting up, basically talking about all this crap with Wendy and talking about her mama, and Giselle talking about, oh, I believe it. I believe it. I talked to Jamal and he say that stuff is real. First of all, if it's anything to do with the devil, Jamal would know. Anything to do with the devil, Jamal would definitely know. But just because he says witchcraft is real, it doesn't mean that that lady is practicing any witchcraft. But the fact that they're doing that is very interesting. But I want to talk to y'all about what it is that they're attempting to do. Okay? Because y'all know I'm always quick to point out my conspiracy, and y'all let me know if I'm on or if I'm off. Hey, Don D. Yep, you late, but you made it. We glad to see you. So listen, do y'all mind if I give y'all my conspiracy on what they're doing? I hope you don't mind, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So listen. They know that everybody was coming back to watch this show, ready to have Robert dragged across the coals for hiding and lying and then selling her story on Patreon after the fact behind a paywall. After, of course, they fired Kenya Moore for hiding her personal life, but they didn't fire this non-black woman for hiding her personal life. Okay? So we know colorism is at play and racism is at play at Bravo. That has always been the case. That will always be the case. I still say justice for Kenya Moore. Y'all know I can't stand Kenya Moore, riding or walking, but she is due her money. And I'm actually very disheartened and upset that more people, more of our people, more ladies who look like us are not making noise and clamoring for Kenya to get her money. They fired that girl and took away a whole season's pay for her hiding her personal life, which is exactly what Robert Dixon did. And not only did they not fire Robert Dixon, they brought her back, and now they have come up with a conspiracy, a scheme to bring in another Black West African woman who also coincidentally happens to be Igbo, to attack another Black woman with West African parentage with xenophobic, stereotypical arguments. And they're doing it, one, to attack Dr. Wendy Osefo for the third season in a row, but they're also doing it to distract from Robert Dixon. They basically want the Blacks to fight each other, so nobody is paying attention to her. The whole idea for this nonsense was to keep people from going in on Robert when she came in, pretending like her and Juan were an actual couple. That is the other reason for that ridiculous getup she had on Sunday. Her and that spirit of whiteness that follows her everywhere. There was no other reason for her to put her long, flat butt cheeks in that outfit. Very few people even have long butt cheeks. How do you even get a long butt cheek? But whatever. I'm going to let that go. She's a clear woman. It's only natural, I suppose. But she put that on. All that stuff she's doing is a distraction. She wants us to talk about the outfit. She wants us to talk about the BS story that they came up with to bring that girl that looks like a mongoose to call Wendy's mother a witch. So if we can make the Black folks fight each other, then nobody will talk about Robert's indiscretion. Nobody will talk about Juan's indiscretion. And more importantly, nobody will be focused on the fact that Bravo allowed her to do that and keep her job. And they still have not, and I repeat, have not made Kenya Moore whole for the money she lost for that season. If your rule is hide your real life from us, you lose a job, then that should have that same rule should have applied to Robert Dixon. They don't want us asking Bravo questions. They don't want us asking Robert questions. And apparently we can't ask Juan questions because he don't care. And let me tell you something else that these scumbags are trying to do. They're hoping, hey KK, they're hoping that the fans will begin to argue amongst themselves so that we won't notice what they're doing. And I'm going to tell you something else that these clear and clear adjacent people are doing. They want to start a whole diaspora war situation. So then we'll have all of the ignorant people right here in the U.S. who want to say xenophobic things about West African people and West African women to be emboldened and feel like we've opened the door for you. So now y'all just get online and do our dirty work for us. We want you stolen Africans to get online and start saying nasty things about you continental Africans. And I've seen it happen already. I've seen our people from right here in the States saying stuff like, oh, well, this platform was for American blacks and we already let y'all own. And they not even supposed to be here. And I've heard ignorant things like, oh, well, can we, the storylines for the show are going, but can we talk about Wendy's mama's skin? Why the hell do we need to talk about that lady's skin? How the hell is that a part of the story? How is that a part of the story? So not only are you willing to bring two black women on this show and have one of them make up a lie about the other one so they can fight each other to provide cover for the non-black woman, Robert Dixon, if a woman is what you can call her. Now, you want it to enter into social media so that we'll all fight each other. So that way we won't have black women from both sides of the ocean getting along and just seeing right and wrong and vibing together. No, you want us to attack each other. See, what I call that is a typical colonizer strategy. When they want to get away with their crap, what's the easiest way? Make black folks fight each other. Make indigenous people fight each other. I see them. Now, y'all might not see them, but let me tell you, I see them. I'm disgusted and I'm just about over it. And I'm going to tell y'all something else that I peeped, or as y'all say, clock. Did I say it right? I clocked it. I clocked it, right? That's the right word. If I'm wrong, tell me I got it wrong. Don't be letting me think I'm hip if I ain't hip. Okay? But I think that's why Robert ended up crying in that Sprinter van. And I think that's why she was so shook up that she's sitting on the side of the road in them mom jeans, looking like a bootleg Monica video. Remember when Monica was sitting outside? Yeah, on the curb. She just didn't have the right shoes from the Monica video. I think that's why she was crying, because she was like, dang it, we had a whole plan. We had a whole plan and it was working. Everything was going. How did this attention end up back on me? We had a whole scheme. The mongoose was supposed to come in, tell a lie, get everybody worked up. The xenophobia was supposed to take over. Everybody's supposed to be making rude comments, calling African women witches and saying nasty stuff. And nobody was supposed to notice. Me and my long butt cheeks are in here telling lies about one like me. I think that's why she's crying, y'all. I believe that's why Robert is crying. Robert is on the bus. I never did nothing to none of y'all. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You sure did. You sat up there and lied, and you helped your friend lie on Candace's husband. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And then you were so bold about it. You sat on Watch What Happens Live, and you lied again. Then you had the nerve to be so bold that you ran around talking about how you don't care, and you don't care what people on social media say. Then you were so bold that you made I don't care your tagline, talking about I checked my DNA and I 100% don't care. You did that because that was your way of throwing your jab at us black women who have made it clear that, girl, we've clocked your tea. We've clocked you. And you're not a black woman. And that's why we're not comfortable with the sort of things that you're saying and doing as it pertains to the black ladies on this cast, including Karen. Because it don't matter if Karen is high yellow. Karen is a black woman. And don't think that we don't know that that's why y'all act like y'all act toward her. Uh-huh. See, Potomac is becoming something that could very well be used as a case study for what happens when there are non-black women and phenotypically black women put in close quarters, and how they will try to divide and conquer, how they will have superiority issues, how they will feel inferior and then begin to attack, and then when they are unsuccessful, then become victims. If y'all don't see what's happening, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Jay Delaray. Okay, I did it right. Couture, she say, clock it, Auntie. Thank you. I knew I clocked it. I clocked it. Uh-huh. That's why she was, I'm telling y'all, that's why she was on that Sprinter crying. That's why she did all of those things, because she's trying to figure out of all of the crap that we came up with, why did this thing still turn back around on me? Why? That's what's going on. And I'm sorry, but I see it. I'm just watching. Yes, I absolutely appreciate Karen, Wendy, and Candace. I appreciate them. And while I do appreciate them, I'm starting to, in my mind, y'all, I'm starting to weigh out the value of their presence as opposed to the damage of the attacks, accusations, insults of these non-black women on these black women for our consumption. They calling it entertainment, but this ain't entertaining to me. KK said, Nitra, you the only one on YouTube speaking the truth. I stopped watching RHOP. Listen, I'm getting close. Like, to be honest, at this point, KK, I'm watching it for social commentary. And if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to keep it all the way real. We're going to talk about what you're actually doing. We're going to talk about what you're actually doing, what it really means, what the undertones are, what the subtext is, and the subliminal messages that you're trying to send out to black people. Because y'all know I said it on Sunday, and I'm going to say it again. This pathological need to take down Wendy Osefo, this is not just about Wendy Osefo. This is about sending a message to black women. Y'all think y'all hot stuff. I'm going to bring you down at all costs. Period. That's what this is. And I don't care. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. RHOP is psyops against black women. They know black women is their larger demographic. This is psyops against black women. This is a psychological operation against you, black woman. That's what this is. Shannon say, Ashley, remember last season when they was on the trip and her and Rings left the house talking about men be using that bathroom and pen on the floor. That's your house. Oh yeah. They're pretty gross. I'm thinking that was y'all private conversation. Legina say, I don't think Robert has a conscience. Of course that thing doesn't have a conscience. Yes, Bianca, tell them, child, the StreamYard is out. If y'all got a comment or opinion or a theory, even if it's a different theory than mine, I want to hear it, because we got to like talk this stuff out, because sometimes y'all see stuff that I don't. BB said, I stopped watching reality TV. You know what? That's not a bad idea. But for me, I watch because I want to see what you're doing, and I want to see what you're trying to do. I want to see what you're up to. I want to know, like, what are y'all after with this? Like, we all talk about storylines, but when you start talking about a storyline, that's something that's been concocted or created or fashioned or framed or fabricated. So it's like when I see these storylines, and I'm doing air quotes, I want to know, what was your motive for this? Like, what were you after with this? Right, the aftermath and the damage, the fact that they are so desperate, like they literally have tried to put together a team to take down this one black woman. And it's not just because, oh, we don't like her because her jokes are corny sometimes. So what if her jokes are corny? Like, she never said she was, auditioning for Def Comedy Jam. She's one of the brainy girls. She don't have to be, the most funny. She ain't Nene Leakes. Hell, who is? Emma, is that sweet potato pie? Is that sweet potato pie? It sure smell like I smell pie. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm checking, y'all. I'm checking. But yeah, I feel like it's not just because they don't like her. They don't like what she represents. And the fact that production is on board, that means that there's a larger conspiracy. It's not just the jealous yellows that want her down. Production wants to bring her down. But they know they have to be very careful in how they do it. And they know in order to touch her, they have to get the public to turn on her. And it ain't work. They tried witchcraft. Like, that should let y'all know how desperate they are to change how you see yourself, black woman. They so desperate to change how y'all see yourselves that they're even invoking witchcraft. Like, it's that pitiful. Yeah, the scene with them practicing for the first communion, it was very beautiful, but they don't want to see that. That's not what they want to see. Legina said the colorism is too much. Oh, yes. But it goes even deeper. KK say just nasty of them ladies and that network. Yes, Bravo is disgusting. Y'all know I've been telling y'all for the longest Bravo is disgusting. And I'm going to say it until they eventually go bankrupt. I'm really praying on their downfall. And y'all know I've been saying that. Watch somebody go say that now I'm a witch. Because that's what they claiming about Wendy Mama. Shannon say, yeah, they want Wendy out and a new African girl to help them. And once Wendy's gone, guess what, girl? You the next target. Not only that, they want her out because she upholds things that black women hold dear, that we're proud of. They would rather have somebody like Nneka, who would come in and not be proud of herself, not even expect people to properly pronounce her name. Like, oh no, I'm a model minority. You can mispronounce my name. I'll help you attack other black people. Like, I don't really love myself like that. I just want to wear labels and act ditzy and represent someone who's assimilated. That's what they want. They don't want a black woman that's actually proud of herself and her family and her heritage. That ain't what they want to see. Oh, I remember. Rings came in. First season ain't like Sharice. It's always been an issue with whoever's the blackest girl. Whoever's the blackest girl there, it's a problem. Trina say, first of all, if people are doing voodoo on someone, they're not going to tell you. No, they're not going to tell you. No, I ain't never heard of that. Never have I heard of that. And they haven't either. They're just making up lies at this point. And it's pathetic, it's sad, but I'm seeing that quite a few of our people have taken the bait. I even saw it on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube. Like, people know not to come over here with that, but I was on my brother channel yesterday because I had a minute. I came in late, but I came in time enough to see some people getting keyed up, getting ramped up to start getting real ignorant and xenophobic over on his channel because they know they can't do it on mine. He's a lot nicer than me. Like, I'm nice, I'm sweet, all that good stuff, but y'all know I don't tolerate no stuff, especially, black folks against other black folks. Not like that. Them blanket statements and ignorance and stereotypes. Y'all know I don't play them games at all. But I see what they're trying to cook up, and I can see it working in small pockets. I can absolutely see it working in small pockets. And that is definitely colonizer 101. If I want to get away with something, let's make black folks fight each other and we'll all get away scot-free. Bravo is absolutely terrible. Shalon said Nneka's fiance is her husband, not her fiance. Really blew the Facebook situation out of proportion. But I posted something on the community tab earlier. Funny that you mentioned that. Somebody online posed a good point, and I screenshotted it and I put it on the community tab because the question was, who takes a picture of somebody like being your friend? Who does that? So it's looking like they were friends on Facebook and they had a screenshot of that. And then they had a screenshot of them not being friends. Who does that? Like, who does that? Were y'all friends and you unfriended just so you could take a picture of it? Because I don't go around just taking pictures of people I'm friends with on Facebook. That's weird. That's a very strange thing to do. Not to mention the fact, if you had no idea that Eddie was gonna, you claim he just unfriended you. So if you felt like if you had no reason to believe that he would ever unfriend you, why would you just randomly take a screenshot of his Facebook and say, "Oh, see, we're friends"? Like, who would just randomly have a screenshot of that? Let me just ask y'all in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have right now in your phone a screenshot of anybody you're friends with on Facebook. Just put a 1 in the chat if you have a screenshot of anybody on your friends list on Facebook, if you still have Facebook, that you have a screenshot of their Facebook page to prove that y'all are friends. Does anybody have that? Put a 2 in the chat if you've never done anything that weird. Put a 2 in the chat if you've never done anything that weird. Because that's weird. I've never seen it. I've never seen that happen. I don't have one. Let me put my 2 in the chat, because I ain't never had a screenshot of somebody's Facebook page like, oh, look, let me show you who I'm friends with on Facebook. I've never done that. That's weird, right? Only to go back and then take a screenshot. See, we're not friends anymore. So my thing is, maybe Eddie was your friend on Facebook. Doesn't mean he knew you. Like, I'm friends with a few people I don't know on Facebook. Like, maybe you sent me one and I look at your profile and it says CAU. Okay, around the same time, maybe we went to school together. Okay, accept your friend request. Doesn't mean I know you, but even at that, I'm not going to take a picture of the screen like, okay, we're officially friends. Let me commemorate the moment. That's weird. And then to go back and say, okay, here's a picture that we're not friends. That means you unfriended me. How do we know that y'all were not friends, or you sent him a friend request and he accepted it way back, and you took a picture of it and then unfriended him and took a picture to say, look what you did to me? Like, because if it says that y'all are not friends, it's not going to show who unfriended who. It just shows that y'all not friends no more. That's weird. So it's like, it's giving that you had that picture. You took that picture because you came in with an agenda. You see what I'm saying? See, this is the work of them colonizers on that show. This is the work of them colonizers on that show. It don't make sense. And the people who have this urge to be xenophobic because they already have an issue with other Black people who happen to be from other places on the globe are taking this crap that don't even make sense and they're running with it and using it as an excuse to say hateful and nasty things about our own family. Because make no mistake about it, whether we're on this side of the ocean or the other side of the ocean, we all the same family. What the hell are y'all letting these white folks get away with? Yes, Eddie was confused. He was confused as hell, and I was confused with him until I thought about it. That's something they did themselves just so they could say, oh, Eddie, look what you did to me, because they want to get him dirty too. They can't stand the fact that he's happy and pleasant. It's irritating them that he's a stand-up guy and actually takes care of his family and doesn't have a bad reputation. Hey, Anita, saying I'm not watching who is unfriending me on Facebook. Make it make sense. Right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't at all. Yes. Beyond middle school. It's weird. Don D said Happy Eddie turned to very confused Eddie in that moment. He really did. And I think he was trying to figure out what kind of ghetto nonsense is this, because it was giving ghetto. It was definitely giving ghetto. And not in a good way. Because some ghetto stuff be real cool and exciting and fun and real happy. But this wasn't that. And I want you to watch that right out too. You heard me? All right. I'm just saying. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like I said, it depends. As far as for me, whether I'll be able to continue to watch this, cover it for y'all, do the reviews and stuff, it's going to very much depend on. It's going to depend on if I can assess this situation and figure out whether this is more damaging or too damaging for black folks or more damaging than the good characters are redeemable. Like I really got to think it through because this is a lot. Like y'all, a lot is happening on this show. It's a lot going on this show. For real, for real. LEL said Nanka is too disrespectful. I wonder if she has the audacity to call Wendy's mother a witch to her face. That's her elder. Why does she think that's okay? Because she's trash. That's why. She's trash. That's why. And if she's disgusting enough to do that in front of a camera, I'm sure she would be disgusting enough to do that to an elder in her face. But that just goes to show what kind of mother she had, because that's who apparently the people who raised her, the same people that are okay with her brother having a whole illegitimate child out there in the street that he's not taking care of and they're not either. Of course, they're not going to mind her calling an elder a witch. Apparently, that's the sort of folks that she comes from. She comes from that sort of people, is what it's given. Shalon said they definitely had an agenda. The way they both came at Wendy and Eddie was so intense. It was weird. It was very weird. It was very ugly. Shalon said Mia and Robert and Gizzard playing the background gaslighting. Oh, yes. And Mia running back and forth telling stuff. Oh, they say you unfriended them. They said they wanted it to be an altercation. And remember now, let me try to make y'all remember. We ain't sang our song in a minute, y'all, but this is back during the summer when everything was happening. So we got to say it, right? You ready? Back down memory lane. So y'all remember back during the summer or whatever when they were filming, we heard them say, oh, they got into a whole thing and the husbands were in it too. We thought it was some big blow up. Y'all, let me find out that this is the quote unquote they got into it. This was it. Y'all remember? Do y'all remember? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember when they were saying that, when and the new girl got into it, they don't get along and the husbands got into it too. I bet y'all this is what they were talking about. They said something about the pickleball. So I'm assuming this was the whole pickleball thing that they were talking about. And apparently, this is what they meant by they got into it. So they tried to hype it up, make it bigger than what it was, because this is what they were hoping. They were hoping that it was going to be a whole altercation. They were probably hoping things were going to be thrown. I think they were trying to trigger Wendy by calling her mother a witch. They were really trying to get something. They wanted her to be triggered and act up so that way she wouldn't still have the high ground from her being the victim and having been assaulted by that large Hispanic gentleman last season. Unfortunately, it looks like Wendy didn't give them what they wanted. Instead, she told them it's a flop. And they still mad about it. They're still mad about it. And it looks like they can stay mad. It looks like they can stay mad because it looks like Wendy did just fine. We did see the scenes. So some of y'all remember Jackie, DS, and Legina. Y'all remember that? Okay. And so we did see scenes later on where they were filming and they did some kind of fashion show situation or whatever. And we did see them there. Everybody's fixed up and trying to be a little sexy, a little risque or whatever. And we saw Wendy in the Mugler cat suit that everybody likes to wear. And, posing and switching and showing out and everything. So it looks like she recovered quite well and looked like she did just fine. And looked like everything went fine until we find out, I guess, later on what went on with Ashley bringing eyebrows, Deborah back around to try and attack Candace and throw things at Candace, who was just ignoring her, back turned dancing. So it looks like this entire season messy. It's more of Team Yellow's messiness and failures at trying to take down the black girls. It just one failure after another. But we'll see. And ain't none of y'all hit the StreamYard, so I'm assuming ain't nobody else got nothing to say. Y'all know I'm about to get up out of Reading Rainbow because I know y'all think y'all finna take me through there, but I'm not doing the Reading Rainbow. Nope. Butterfly in the sky. Yes. No. I will not be in Reading Rainbow tonight. I will not. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide if that's what it is. But listen, I enjoyed y'all tonight. This was a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed you guys. I love you guys. Okay. But I'm getting ready to hop up off of here. And I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your evening. Now, if you managed to not hit the like button on your way in or during the thing at some point, please hit the like button on the way out. Hit your notification bell. Make sure you click all so you will know every single time we go live over here on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and if you have, double check to make sure they did not unsubscribe you. And if they did, resubscribe again, because we not going to have you over here on this court. Okay. Also, if you want to join channel membership and put that crown by your name, okay, so you can be a part of the warmest, most loving, most real family on YouTube. Hit that join button or hit the membership link in the description box. Also, in the description box is my Amazon wish list, which my sister found my beautiful calligraphy set on. And it has other goodies on there. And our Amazon storefront, so we can all shop together for the holidays. We got gift ideas, deco ideas, all that good stuff. Also, our Royal Family Merchandise store, in case you want to grab some stocking stuffers or get some crown gear so you can rep the crown yourself. So listen, guys, y'all have a great night. I'm sure I'm not going to talk to y'all again anymore this evening, but sweet dreams, say your prayers. And remember, if no one else says it to you, y'all, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk soon. Bye, y'all.